time you enter the woods, remember.
Missing 411. Real people who vanished without a trace. America's national parks are some of the most breathtaking places on Earth. Vast forests, endless mountains, landscapes so peaceful they feel untouched by time. Millions of people enter these parks every year, and most return safely, but some don't. They vanish, without witnesses, without footprints, without answers. These disappearances are now known by one name: Missing 411. The term Missing 411 was introduced by former police investigator David Paulides, who began studying unusual disappearances in national parks across the United States and Canada. The victims weren't reckless thrill seekers. They were experienced hikers, hunters, children, families, and yet they vanished under circumstances that defy logic. Some disappeared within seconds. Some were found miles away in areas already searched. Some were discovered without shoes. Some were never found at all. In 1969, a 2-year-old boy named Dennis Martin was hiking with his family in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. At one point, he ran ahead on the trail, laughing, then vanished. His father searched immediately. Rangers were called, hundreds of volunteers joined, search dogs tracked his scent, then suddenly stopped. No footprints, no clothing, no body. Despite one of the largest search operations in park history, Dennis Martin was never found. In another case, an experienced hunter vanished during a routine trip. Days later, his body was discovered more than 10 miles from where he disappeared. Across rugged terrain, no injured man could realistically cross. He had no signs of animal attack, no clear cause of death, and his boots were missing. Investigators couldn't explain how he got there. In a different case, a young child disappeared while camping with family. After 3 days of searching, the child was suddenly found alive, sitting on a rock formation in an area already searched multiple times. When asked what happened, the child said something chilling. "A bear took care of me. No animals were seen, no injuries were found, and no explanation was ever confirmed." Over time, disturbing patterns began to emerge. Many disappearances happened near water, near boulder fields, in specific geographic clusters. Search dogs often lost scent trails suddenly, as if the person had vanished into thin air. Victims were frequently found without shoes, without memory of what happened, or in locations that made no physical sense. In another case, a man hiking with friends walked slightly ahead on the trail. Seconds later, when they rounded the corner, he was gone. No sound, no struggle, no disturbance in the brush. Despite massive search efforts, his body was never recovered. One moment he was there, the next, erased. Authorities usually explain these disappearances as accidents, exposure, or animal attacks. But many cases lack evidence of injury. Some victims are found clean and dry after days outdoors. Others are discovered in places already searched. Medical examiners often list causes of death as undetermined. Families are left with no closure. Another disturbing fact: there is no complete public database for missing persons in national parks. Some reports are difficult to access. Some records disappear. Some families claim they were discouraged from asking questions. Whether coincidence, bureaucracy, or something darker, the silence surrounding these cases only deepens the mystery. Some believe these disappearances involve unknown predators. Others suggest environmental anomalies. Some point to psychological disorientation, and some believe the wilderness itself hides forces science cannot yet explain. But no theory explains all the cases, and no explanation brings closure. Imagine walking through a forest you've trusted your entire life. Birds overhead, wind in the trees, your footsteps the only sound. Then, suddenly, silence. No witnesses, no trail,
Comes out.
no goodbye, just absence. To this day, hundreds of missing 411 cases remain unsolved. Some victims were found, but never truly explained. Outro, optional. Next time you enter the woods, remember, not everyone who goes in, comes out.